Your name and your question, please.
Yeah, my name is Ron McCormick, and my question is, came up about storage, file storage. What do you guys use? I know we don't record nearly as much as you guys do. I'm having a problem trying to store all the files and.
It's a good question. Yeah, that's a great question. So, what do we use for file storage? So, not like on the camera, but like once you're done for the day. Yeah. So, I know for me, it's an external hard drive. I have, golly, I don't know how many of them, 4 or 5 of them, 4 terabits or less. Don says he's got 10. Mark, what do you got?
I just had to get another 14 gigabytes. So we're at about 4 or 5 of them now.
Wow, yeah. So just external hard drives. You can get them on Amazon or Sam's, Costco. Yeah. That's just what I use. And I don't know about you guys, but I typically like catalog my footage. So like I'll make a folder for Norwegian Breakaway 2023, and then I'll do day 1, and then day 2, and then sometimes if I'm really feeling froggy, I'll drop inside of that day 1 and do GoPro, Canon, DJI, and just really have your footage cataloged out. That's also another great tip. It makes it that much easier when you're going back to edit to be able to find that exact shot that you want. Jamie?
Josh, solid state drives.
Yeah.
I mean, we usually use a 128 gigabyte, little card, and I probably have the same one for 2 years, right? I'll just use it, clean it, and reuse it again, format it if you have to, and if we go on a cruise and if we're making a lot of stuff, getting a lot of content, we'll take it, and I might take it and transfer it onto my laptop, so I have a copy of it on the laptop. Then I'll take it and pull it off the laptop and put it on an external hard drive. So then I kind of have the laptop copy, a hard drive copy as a backup. Then I'll wipe the 128 clean and then use it another day or 2 days and check it every once in a while just to see where I'm at. And if there's something special, you can throw another card in and then take that card out and save it. But that's it. And then getting home, then that's where you get a bigger hard drive and you just take everything off the computer before it gets all log jammed and clogged up, and you throw it on there, and then maybe down the road you pull it out and you make a collector's edition of a vlog or something, whatever.
That's right. Now I want to add one thing to that. At the end of every day, I know I do. I'll typically take all my cameras, whatever I shot with for that day, and I'll dump it. So at the end of the night, when I'm like, I'm wasted from the casino drinks or whatever, I'm in my cabin. And I'm moving everything immediately onto that hard drive and clearing it out so that when I wake up in the morning, I've got a fresh, clean hard drive ready to go, or SD card. It's in the camera, the battery's charged overnight, they're ready to go, and I'm out the door as soon as I wake up, right? So no hold up there.
Josh, tell the Horizon.
We don't have time.
Yeah, one quick.
Yeah, so you can go really simple or really complex. Once you get a lot of footage, you can get a thing called a NAS. So it's the problem with hard drives are they're basically a single point of failure. And so you really want to invest in some technology where you've got multiple hard drives in an enclosure, and you can lose a hard drive, and that way you don't lose your footage. But it's expensive, and so the way that I do it is I don't actually keep any of the thousands of takes of me doing the daily show. But anytime I go on a cruise and I get footage that way, I have a solid state hard drive that I work off of when I'm editing. But then I have a bigger portable tough hard drive that I put that footage on. And then once I get home, I have larger hard drives, and I have 3 copies of it. So once I get home with footage from this ship, I will copy it to the main one, then I'll copy those 2 times, and then ideally, I should move one of those hard drives from my house. I don't have a process for that yet, but I do have redundancy for if my just one hard drive breaks, I have 2 more copies of the footage. And the only thing I really keep, like if you see that hard drive, it's got every cruise, and I just start with the number 1, and so then you go all the way down through the cruises. I'm starting to not be able to fit all that on one hard drive, so I'm gonna have to get multiple hard drives. But the big takeaway for me, because I've seen a lot of data loss in my life, I used to work in that business, there's nothing worse than your hard drive breaking and you lose everything.